tu fais? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. We're in the greenhouse today, and I must admit I'm not feeling very well. I felt like COVID was out of the way, but I've been having like a little drop back today. Yesterday was fine. We worked here a lot actually yesterday. I'm really glad with what we've done. And but I mean, we have maybe a feet or a feet and a half of snow left, and we have some really nice temperatures this week. So I'm guessing we have maybe a week or two before I actually see the garden. I'm gonna show you later what it's looking like. I'm very excited. So I'm feeling like it's the time to actually come and work in the greenhouse. Okay, so I really want to finish what needs to be done, or at least make the greenhouse workable before I actually can work in the garden. But because when I'm gonna be able to work in the garden, I need to work in the garden, not in the greenhouse. We have one day, maybe two tonight. We're supposed to have minus 10 degrees Celsius. So after that, I think the temperatures are gonna be not too bad. So that's why I'm moving some stuff in the greenhouse today. I'm really lacking some space inside. I really need to get these plants out somewhere or another, and it's not even like the big the big seeds are not even planted. I have maybe 75 tomatoes. A lot of them are for sale or for the greenhouse, and I have a lot. I have maybe I don't know, 60, 80 pepper plants plus celery and brassicas and stuff like that. So I really need to get stuff out. So I decided to risk today to get some tomatoes out. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you what we did yesterday. As you saw maybe in one of my last vlogs, we did clean up this place. This was ready. So yesterday we cleaned up this one. We did put some compost in it. We did put some compost in there.
And I did all
Yeah,
this.
what did you do yesterday?
I cut all the deck plants that were there, and I put some compost and mix it. And then I plant some
Spinach.
spinach.
So we have a few spinach here. I told her to plant them here because we have some trellis all on all the sides here, and I did clean most of this. I do have these left, but I might use them. But I'm very glad because I thought this was a shelf, but it's not. It's sort of a shelf for now, but it's only a few planks there.
In the
So-
summer we're gonna
Remove them. And we are gonna use them as shelves for the next weeks and months for our seeds, our seedlings. But since we do have some trellis here, we're gonna remove these and plant our cucumbers, our beans, everything that needs a trellis. So we're gonna have some more space, because I was kind of puzzled because it does create some shade and it's not that high, so I did not realize that before, and woo, I'm really glad about that. On this side here, this was pure compost. It was the previous owner's compost. Here she never planted stuff in there, so it's not. We're going to plant stuff. We did plant some stuff in there last year.
Carrots and I don't know if it was a cucumber or
We did plant some tomatoes. We
And
planted some cucumbers, but we have one.
we plant a melon, but it's sort of like
We were not sure what it was.
yeah.
At first, we thought it was a cucumber. We
because
thought
it's it's...
It was a volunteer. We did not plant it there.
Mhm.
So it was, we thought at first, I thought it was cucumber.
And
Turns
it
out
was
it's...
a melon.
Yeah, it was getting huge. It was like climbing everywhere. And when I saw the first fruit, I was like, oh, it's those lemon cucumbers. And then I cut one and it was not super good. And I was like, no, that's not it. And I let them grow and it was melons, which was cool. So yesterday we did fill this with onions. I did buy some bulbs. I was a little bit sad to not be able to buy the bulbs in bulk from our local store. So I went to Canadian Tire and they had 5 or 6 different varieties, and I did buy these because my onions were, I just killed them. I have a few of them. I did fill one of these trays back.
And this is all filled with
Yeah,
onions.
with hundreds of onions. I'm really glad about that. I think they're gonna be doing great because it's usually, I think it's warm enough. Tu peux le recouvrir. In the greenhouse for onions. And these are my tomatoes that I did plant with my, I do have some brassicas, some broccolis, the sprouts, cabbage, and my strawberries. So I'm leaving these under that to keep the heat from, and we don't have a big sun today, so it's a good day. It's currently yeah, it's raining, but we did have some snow this morning. It's 15.9 degrees Celsius inside of here. My girl is cleaning the last spot we didn't clean yet. We're gonna put some compost on top of that. If we have some, I think we don't have any more compost. Yeah, I just realized that. You can go see afterwards.
And if there's some compost, I'm gonna bring some.
Thank you. So that's what we're gonna. I do have a huge mess going on. I mean, a few of these things are gonna go outside or in the garage when it's time. I don't have the courage for that today, but I need that to be done. I wanted to sow. We came here to actually sow a few seeds. I have some brassicas. I'm thinking to plant a few carrots to try them out, and some herbs and some lettuce. So I'm gonna help my daughter to clean that. Oh, I'm gonna show you my my garden first. We do have just enough for that bed. Thank you, young lady.
I've just seen one.
It's funny because as the snow melts, I'm finding a ton of spots with some winter sow. This makes it more complicated. We do have to walk in the snow, but I forgot that I did winter sow all of these. I have some on the near the house on both doors, and I did find, that's what I hate about spring. The only thing is that you do find some ton of crap everywhere. We do have some here, and I did get some inside the greenhouse. So I did get a few of these inside here, and here's how the garden is looking. So here is the back door, and I don't know if you can actually see this, but we can actually see my raised beds. Do you see? That means we're getting close to actually seeing them. I can see right here, I forgot a chair. And my fireplace is getting more accessible. I do have a lot of stuff I forgot that was there. So we can actually see, whoa, I can't really go, but we can see here the snow has some sort, and we can see the paths I think it's very exciting. I know it's really not that big of a deal, but we can see all my raised beds under.
And all the trees.
And all the trees, yeah. I could not show you much of the trees before. We're gonna go here. These are 2 pear trees. They're actually not... Oh wow, he's getting big. I really need to cut a few of them. These are actually not planted. They're in their pots in the soil. That's what I was told to do. Yeah, both of these are pear trees. Because it was too late to plant them in the soil, but so that they wouldn't, their roots would not freeze, I was told to plant them in the soil. Plant the pot in the soil. This is an apple tree. It's pretty. It's leaning. I really can't wait to see what's going on with these trees. Which one survived? Because I did push my luck. We're gonna go on the trail.
I can't wait to taste them.
Ugh. On va aller sur la trail de skidoo. This is my soil. Oh wait, ça va bien. You're floating. Oh good. Oh. Okay, this is much better. I do have, this is some plums. We do have some more apple trees. These here were already here. I can't remember what it was. But they're supposed to grow really big, so we might cut a few of them. Oh, this one had an unfortunate fall, I guess. This is some asparagus. I do have a lot of raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. Yeah, but we can't grow bamboo in here. And here, all the little ones are various types of apple trees. And I'm not gonna go further than that. Okay, let's get back in the greenhouse. So this is the other side of the greenhouse. This is where we came from. This is my compost pile that I actually abandoned for a few weeks because it's way too hard to get there. But now that I have access from the greenhouse, I'm thinking, yeah, I could start again. T'as-tu de la neige dans tes bottes? Va l'enlever. Va dans le serre vite vite, puis va l'enlever. And this is actually where I want to build the chicken coop. So, let me know what you think about that. My only problem is height. Right now I do have a problem with the height of the snow, but let me try to explain this. Here I want to build the coop, I don't know, 8 feet maybe of depth and maybe another 8 feet this way. I would like to have the door on this side to be able to like access it from that side, and we would have the run like all the way up here, maybe to like here, so we could keep the trail open here, and all the way back to the greenhouse like that. Here's what my issue is. I do need to make some venting traps, and I was thinking to make like a small trap on one side. I'm gonna turn this around. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to explain it clearly. I wanted to like put a small trap on the bottom side, on a bottom, and on the opposite side on the top to like take the heat away and aerate a little bit of the space. So I'm thinking that upper trap, I want to make it to go in the greenhouse, so that right now and in the fall months, colder months, I would have a little bit of my chickens' heat going in the greenhouse. My only problem with that, everything is thought through for that, except one thing that I can't figure out is that this side, oh, poor cat. Hello! This side of the greenhouse is actually not that high. See? See here? This is maybe, I don't know, 5 feet tall. So that would mean that the top of my coop would need to be that high. But I do want a 2 feet elevation on the... I do want a 2 feet elevation. So if it's 5 feet tall and I do add 2 feet, then I have 3 feet for my highest point. And I would like to do like some, I don't know, something, another type of roof, but I don't want the snow to just be stuck there. I don't know if I'm clear. I have maybe 100 different plan drawing. I know it's not gonna be that complicated. I'm the type of person that overly complicates things, but overall the point would be to have the chicken coop like cover this side and have some traps that would release some heat in here, and eventually maybe add a trap somewhere so that the chickens could come in here during the winter, or I don't know. So working hard, young lady. So let's do this. Non, c'est ça qu'elle a envie de faire, papa. So I actually completely forgot that I bought everything to do this. So we have this little cover. On va l'aider s'il te plaît. And I think I'm going to leave this one here, not in the summer obviously. I'm probably gonna leave the sides there and like fold it up and remove these. But I'm actually quite happy. When we find that this is successful, I might do these more easy. Well, it's not hard. Doors are not even like stuck in there or something. I just put them and they're holding like that. So this is going to be a nice little little mini greenhouse in the greenhouse. Quite happy about that. And I'm thinking I have another one like this. So maybe I have another one in the house. I don't think I just bought 3 of them, but the kids brought 3 I mean. I'm gonna have to go check, and I think I'm going to install another one here, but I'm thinking even if I don't have another one, maybe I can just make a little dome with one, or I can also just tack the sides of another one and make it a small greenhouse in there. That way I have to admit I'm more confident to leave this like here. I might add another cover over these inside for the night, but yeah, this brings me joy. Okay, so that escalated quickly. So I fixed this here and it's working really well. I like to have, I have one cover, two covers, plus the greenhouse, and I'm gonna start the heat. And I did fix some wood pieces here. That way it's gonna stay right there. So I like that. We we did sew some stuff in here, and I did install this plastic on top of it, plus this little stick. I don't know how it's gonna work in the long run. My point is to actually be able to just like fold this and maybe drop it behind this for the summer, so that way in fall I will just have to bring it back and nail it down there a little bit. We did sew some cabbage and some kale here, maybe to half of it. I decided to keep some space there for my seedlings. That's gonna be coming in a few weeks. So we're supposed to be able to plant this right here. They don't need that much protection, I think, but why not? My daughter did plant some potatoes in that corner. I don't know how many of them. I think too many of them, but that's it. I keep, each time I come here, I keep gluing some of these spots there to continue our project. What I'm figuring out, is that is that realistically, I don't think I'm going to be able to remove the plastic from there, because the glass is not does not hold the warmth enough, and I do have a lot of holes, and even with my with anything, I mean, I'm gonna need a lot of material to just, there you go, like that, to just fill this hole, fill these holes. But what I'm figuring out is that it is warmer in front of it. I do feel actually more warmth, and inside it's actually a lot warmer. So I might feel the purpose of warming up my greenhouse during the night. If, let's say, just a wall like this is filled with warm pots, they're gonna release their heat during the night. So it's gonna help warm up, and the plastic is gonna help keep the warmth inside. Here we planted, this is filled with carrots, and what did I put there? I did plant lettuce here. I'm gonna grab that knife. And last but not least, what we did today that I actually did not plan on doing is this. Another mini greenhouse in the greenhouse. I would like to have some semi-permanent stuff everywhere like this. So right now I could sow some things, or at least bring out some things in these parts of the greenhouse. I need a good cutter to come and cut the extra plastic. I just have this small kitchen knife, but I want to be able in the summer to just unpin this from there, maybe roll it and bring it here, so in fall I can just bring it back and extend my season a little more. So that's it for today for the greenhouse. I'm actually happy with what I did today, considering I'm really not feeling well. My body aches, my head aches, I'm so thirsty, but I feel more and more ready to bring my seedlings in here. I'm gonna go and rest a little bit, and we're gonna start the heat. And if in a few days, if these tomato seedlings and brassicas survived well, I'm going to bring back a little bit some more of them to harden them, and to have some nice seedlings, because if everything can have the light from here, I'm gonna have some really nice seedlings. So crossing my fingers that these survive, because we're gonna have a few warmer weeks. It's gonna get warmer and warmer, so we're that close to be able to bring all of this outside and finally enjoy spring and summer. So thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you'd like, and see you in the next video. Bye.